Scorpio season is here. You're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't claim I was a singer. If you guys don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. Now you do. All right. So if you haven't already scrolled on by, welcome. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, and a paranormal investigator. I'm in love with Sasquatch. Actually, most cryptids, but Sasquatch is my faves, okay? I love cheese. I love doing my makeup. I love farting for free. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Come the fuck on in, all right? So if you guys want to know what the fuck Spirit's got to say today, I know I do. We're going to pull a card. We're going to see what the fuck is up. Whenever this message finds you, is the perfect fucking timing. Please trust it, okay? Let me know, too. Did this fucking resonate for you? Middle fingers for no. Caw for yes. Okay. I love you guys. Let me know what the fuck is up, okay? All right. Hold on to your tutor and cooter. What's Spirit gonna say today? Who motherfucking knows? Can you please be fucking nice? Cause I'd be really, really fucking great. Nope. All right. We have been getting this card a lot. We need to fucking talk about it. Also, it's Scorpio season. It makes fucking sense. Guys, we got a major arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major moving forward. We got death. Like, Sarah, why are you laughing like a crazy maniac? Well, there's nothing else you can do when death is here, because guess what, babe? It's time. Okay? So listen, very rarely, very fucking rarely, and listen, I've eaten... I put my foot in my mouth once or twice with this card. Very fucking rarely does it mean that you're actually going to die. Of course, whenever I say that, somebody's like, actually, I'm dying, and thank you. You know what I mean? And we'll get to that aspect, but 9 times out of 10, this really is just talking about transitions. So this major arcana card shows up. This is a major pivot moment. This is a huge thing happening in our life. It's a massive transition, and it's asking us to let go of something. We've got to let something go. We've got to let something die. This is the card of Scorpio. So of course we get this in Scorpio season. This is the theme of Scorpio season. That's why it's sometimes sucks so bad, okay? So knowing where Scorpio is in your chart will also give you a better understanding around some of these themes, maybe what we're digesting, okay, about around some of these themes in the house that Scorpio's in, maybe some of the things that we're filtering and we're trying to process and understand, and again, maybe what we're trying to let go of here so that we can have a rebirth. Not everything that is given to us is meant for us to take on to the next. So we've got to leave something behind whenever the death card shows up. I like to say this a lot too, because I don't want to scare you guys, but like, again, I'll pull these cards for like, new people coming into the family, or people getting married, or like it's a kid going off to college, or huge life transitions. So again, this doesn't mean somebody's going to die. This just means 9 times out of 10 that we're moving into a phase that's asking us to let something go so we can make room for a rebirth or something new happening here. Also, too, if you feel like you're caught in between that, with getting this card, it's asking you to have patience, to sit still, and to listen to what the fuck is coming through for you. I'm begging you, okay? Now, death card also stands for the number 13, so look for these themes to come up around the 13th of a month. Also, 1 + 3 = 4. I want to reference back to the month of fucking April, okay? April's was one of the last eclipses that we had in the Aries axis Libra. Something new was started there at the Aries eclipse, okay? The new moon Aries eclipse. We just had the full moon, and it wasn't an eclipse. We just had that full moon in Aries like last week. So something came to a close from April. There's a reason this card keeps showing up, okay? And so maybe for some of us, we haven't identified it. Maybe for some of us, we've been holding on and we don't want that death to happen. But babe, when this card comes up, I mean, when death shows up, it is inevitable. Death, taxes, and maybe I'm funny, okay? Or cute, whatever you choose, okay? Dealer's choice, all right? So just know whenever death comes up here, it's time to let go of something. It's inevitable, honey. It comes for all of us. Death comes for all of us. And I just want to remind you guys, it is a transition. It doesn't take the whole of us, okay? And so being a medium, I have an extra special understanding of some of that energy coming through. So hearing from a medium who's been doing this work for the last 11 years professionally, and honestly, for most of my fucking life, it's opening up one car door and going into another, okay? So All right, look for these themes come up around weird callback to April, okay? But also to look for these themes come up around the 13th of a month. Now, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, to me, this card feels like a no, okay? To me, this card feels like that's a nope, nopey nope, all right? We need to sit down and grieve. We need to be able to let something go here. So maybe a yes if we're ready to let something go. We're ready to grieve. We have been grieving. We're ready for this next transition. And maybe we're sitting in a moment where it's just like, where the fuck do I go next? Trust that it's going to come up. I am begging you. That is the natural cycle of this. It doesn't just take away, it has to bring something else in the place. Okay? And usually, traditionally, this is a rebirth. This is something better because we let go of what wasn't working. All right? So if we're looking around love and relationships, listen, for some of you guys, there's been a death here. This can either talk about somebody actually fucking dying, okay? We're missing this person deeply and greatly right now. Maybe too, there might be a theme around the 13th or again, the month of April here, possibly. Also too, you know, with the death card here, just maybe something just came to a fucking end. And so there is no turning back. We can't go back to this thing. So if there is to be a rebirth here within this relationship, we would need to start all over again. Are you ready to do that? Does that make sense within this relationship, especially if somebody's coming back around? I would make sure too that that person's walking their walk and talking their talk. If the words and actions don't fucking align, don't fucking touch this with a 10-foot pole, babe. Okay? And that's going to take some time in order to see if their transition has actually really fucking happened and they're doing the fucking work, okay? So there is a possibility here of rebirth, but again, we'd have to let something die or whatever that previously happened. We need to let something go here. Anything else around love and relationships? Yeah, for some of you guys, maybe around our family or friendships, we might be dealing with death right now. So I just want to say to you guys, there might be a callback here. The death card also moves towards the right, which talks about the past for me personally. There might be a callback here to previous relationships. And maybe a lot of you guys have been thinking about the cycle of relationships that you've been in. Are you ready to be done with that cycle? Are you ready for a brand new one that is full of life? You deserve life and new possibilities, not closed doors, no's, bullshit, and shutting you down. You hear me? Okay. I would also say too, in terms of love and relationships, just know that everything, reason, season, or time. Okay, reason, season, or time. All right, if we're looking around work and career, again, it just feels like something has closed to your door. I can no longer work for this place, or maybe we've been working for a place for a while, okay? And we're just like, this place is either about to shut down or get bought out, or you're fucking done skis. Okay, this feels like we gotta go, ho. All right, this just for some of you guys. Now, for some of you guys, you might actually be going into the profession of death. Some of you guys might be a psychic medium. Some of you guys might be a death doula. Some of you guys might be important nurses here working in geriatric and hospice care. This is gorgeous for those themes, and thank you guys for the work that you're fucking doing. We cannot move forward. I am very much talking to my psychics and my mediums. If you do not show up, imagine us like a wheel and you were a spoke in it. We cannot move forward in the way that we need to if you don't show up and do this fucking work. So I'm begging you, say yes to this, say yes to yourself, say yes to spirit. Okay? Okay. Extra points too. Again, if we're helping people to transition or doing important transitions within our life. Okay. All right. If we were looking around health and healing, some of you guys might either be thinking about getting a transition yourself, or we might be dealing with somebody that's going through transition. Congratulations to either you or your people. Okay. I feel like this is going to be very successful. This is something they've wanted since they were a child, or you've wanted since you were a child. And baby, I feel like the rebirth here is going to be stunning. So just trust yourself, okay, with that transition. You got me? All right. For other people, we are dealing with death. And we need to go and we need to get a hold of a good grief counselor, a good therapist, and we need to deal with our fucking feelings. Guys, I'm begging you, deal with your grief, especially if we got a lot of extra anger. The root of that anger is grief. Deal with it so you don't push people away and cause unnecessary death or closures around you that don't need to happen when all you want is connection, okay? I would say most of all, with this death card showing up, don't be afraid, especially if there's anyone within the family that's very close to that. Sit down, get their stories, talk to them, especially around their childhood or their younger days, so that the family has connection here. They know the story of our people, okay? Guys, for the most part, whenever death shows up, it's just saying, be ready to let go of what's not fucking working for you. Fart it out, poop it out, babe. Get the fuck out of your system, all right? So that you can shimmy shake towards the future that's calling to you now. Get ready for a rebirth, honey. It's coming. Are you ready? I'm proud of you. And remember, you fucking got this.